and welcome to episode number 37 of the Golf Front Podcast. My name is Brett Bevilacqua. I'm a realtor with Carolina Property Sales in Southern Pines, North Carolina. Every Monday, I release a new episode profiling one of the over 60 fantastic golf courses located in the Sandhills. This is the place to live if you live to play golf. This week, we head up north and play Tott Hill Farm, one of the tougher golf courses I have ever had a chance to play. Tott Hill Farm is located in Asheboro, North Carolina, 48 miles and about an hour from downtown Pinehurst. If you are in town, this course is a must-play and well worth the trip. In addition to this very memorable course, there is a practice range and a pair of practice greens. Tott Hill Farm opened in 2000 and was designed by Mike Strands. That same year, Strands was named as one of the top 10 golf course architects of all time by Golf Week magazine, and just a few holes into your round, you will know why. The course is not only beautiful, it is a challenge and not for the faint of heart or high handicappers. There are no breaks on this course, no throwaway holes, and for most players, no birdies. Mike Strands began working on the grounds crew of Chippewa Golf Club in Ohio at the age of 14. In 1978, he began working with Tom Fazio's golf course construction crew and did so for 8 years. He took a 7-year hiatus from the game but returned in 1993 when he designed the Caledonia Golf and Fish Club on Pawleys Island, South Carolina. From there he went on to design 8 more courses, including True Blue Golf Club, also on Pawleys Island, Tobacco Road just up the road in Sanford, North Carolina, Blues Bay just north of Charleston, South Carolina, then headed west to build Silver Creek Valley Country Club in San Jose, and redesigned the Shore Course at Monterey Peninsula. Tott Hill Farm was Strands' 6th course, and as I've been saying, it is something else. It is unlike anything in the Sandhills. It has significant elevation changes, creeks, and boulders on almost every hole, breathtaking vistas, and blind shots, at times less than 100 yards from the pin. Tott Hill Farm is a par 72 that plays 65-43 from the back tees, with a rating of 72.1 and slope of 144. It plays 62-14 from the green tees, which are sort of like the blue tees, with a 70.6 rating and 135 slope. It is even shorter from the white and gold tees. The scorecard gives a little advice about handicap and tee selection. A 6 handicap or less from the tips, 7-13 from the green tees, 14-28 from the white tees, and 29 or more from the gold tees. From the first hole at Tott Hill Farms, you get an idea of what you are in for, especially if you are playing from the back. This 400-yard plus par 4 starts from a staggeringly elevated tee box into a valley. Too far left and you are into the woods, too far right and your approach to the small and level green will be over a mountainous hill that runs up the right side of the fairway. It's almost impossible to explain what is going on with this hole, but you'll see it from the tee box. The second hole is just a bit shorter, but quite a bit tougher. The safe play is the center of the fairway. From there it is downhill to a green that is tucked off left and into the woods. It is better to be a little, and I mean a little right than a little left, due to the creek that runs alongside the green on your approach shot. The third is a medium to long par 3 that plays from another elevated tee box. The green is one of the largest on the course, and there is more green hidden behind the mound on the right. If the pin is back, it isn't easy, and if you can't put it close to the pin, you are looking at least a 3-putt. The fourth is a par 5 that plays much longer than the posted yardage. This dogleg right starts off from a tee box that hits over the third green if you play from the back or the green tees. The ideal tee shot will be just over the hill off to the left. From there you will most likely be laying up. I cleared the creek about 75 yards short of the green, but the rest of my group played it safe and left it in front of the creek. I disagree with this strategy as there is a steep hill to get to the green, and coming up short here will have you watching your ball roll back down the fairway. The green is wide but incredibly shallow, especially on the left side. Back-to-back par 5s are usually frowned upon, but the 5th is so different than the 4th that it works at Tott Hill. This long par 5 plays downhill all the way to the green. Off the tee you can let it rip as the fairway is very wide. Favor center right to have a view of the green. You probably won't want to try to get there in 2. The 2-tiered green is thin, protected by boulders and bunkers on the right and a creek on the left. There is another creek that runs about 60 yards in front of the green. When the pin is up top, this is a really tough hole. The sixth is a short par 3. There is trouble in front and to the left of the green. If you aren't dialed in with your irons, overplay to the right. You will most likely roll down the steep bank and onto the green. The seventh is a medium-length par 4. It is also one of the few holes on the front where you can see the pin from the tee. Keep it in the fairway, maybe a bit left of center. There is another creek that runs in front of a shallow green that is tucked off to the right. If the pin is back left, you can go a little longer on your approach, as you should roll back on. This green will work your putter over if you don't put it close. The eighth is the third par 5 on the front. You start from an elevated tee box into and hopefully over a valley to a fairway that climbs steadily to a 2-tiered green. It is important to note that the green is hidden until you get within 100 yards of it. On your second shot, you will see a yellow house on the hill. The green is to the right of that, or over the giant mound you will see just to the right of the fairway. Also beware of coming up short. The false front will have you rolling back down the fairway. The par 4 ninth is a nightmare. From an elevated, extreme tee box, you will hit into a valley and then back up an even steeper hill to the green. Ideally, you should put your tee shot just past and slightly to the left of the 150-yard marker. The right side of the fairway will leave you with an uneven lie. The right rough will be even worse. From there, it is all uphill to a smallish green with an unmerciful false front. 9 brings you back to the clubhouse where there is a grill, and a big bonus, they sell some quality cigars. The back 9 kicks off with the medium-length par 4 10th. The challenge here is, do you lay up left or do you attempt to clear the hill in the middle of the fairway with the rock wall? If you can get within 100 yards off the green, you should be fine. The elevated green is small, and if you miss short left, right, or back, you will have a bit of work to do. 11 is a medium-length par 3. Missing the green is not an option. You tee off from another elevated tee box. There is a creek in front, to the left, and to the back of the green. I guess I could have just said it was an island. From the tee, you won't see the creek to the left, but it is easy to find. 12 is an interesting medium-length par 4. You aren't going to clear the pond, so don't even try, or if you do, you're playing from the wrong tees. Again, another elevated tee box. There is a good 70-yard window for the landing area to the right of the pond. Anywhere in the center of the fairway in that window will leave you about 130 yards to a green that is surrounded by water on 3 sides. 13 is a medium-length par 3. The green is 2-tiered and surrounded by boulders. Missing the green here and hitting a boulder? You'll be lucky to find your ball, let alone get up and down. You'll probably want to leave the driver in the bag on the par 4 14th. You quickly run out of fairway. There is a creek and a valley right in front of the green that you need to avoid. The green has a false front and is deep enough you shouldn't have to contend with the front side. 15 is the shortest par 3 on the course. The green is thin, there are 2 small bunkers front left, and a creek to the right. I haven't played the 15th with the pin back. I am positive that would make it way more challenging. 16 is a lengthy par 5 that turns to the right about 200 yards from the green. Smart players will probably leave the driver in the bag, though a perfect drive with a little fade could set you up to getting to this very shallow green in 2. There is a deep and fairly wide creek in front of the green that will negate putting it on the green with a long iron or wood. 17 is a long par 4 with a wide fairway. This hole is completely out in the open and will probably be the most susceptible to wind. From the fairway, the green looks large, but the false front and the fall off on the left side make accuracy a must. I am not one for par 5s on the final hole, but the 18th changed my mind. I played it straight away about 200 yards off the tee my first time, not realizing there is plenty of fairway to the right. This is a real interesting design element, and you can put your tee shot just to the right of the 2 trees. You may have a chance to get to the green in 2, though it is all uphill. The right side of the green probably won't hold your shot, while the left side hill will most likely kick you back on. The green is tough to see for most of the hole. Aim just to the left of the white barn at the top of the hill. Tott Hill Farm is a unique course, and there are those who love it and those who hate it. It is a test from start to finish. Even with Pinehurst, Pine Needles, and Mid-South 5 miles from my home, I will always be open to traveling up north and playing Tott Hill Farm. One negative about the course, if the pro shop tells you they just punched the greens, take a pass and play somewhere else. Even though the greens were punched, the course was still fun, and had I not played it previously, when the greens were in tip-top shape, I would have never gone back. I forgot to mention the greens are bent grass. Greens fees range from about $40 to $75 depending on the time of year and time of day. It is well worth the cost. For more information about golf or membership, check out their website at totthillfarm.com or call them at 336-857-4455. When it comes to golf front property, there is nothing on the front side of Tott Hill Farm, but no shortage of beautiful homes on the back nine, and it is a really pretty place to live. If you are looking in the Asheboro area, I can connect you with a realtor who knows the area better than I do. But if you are looking in Moore County, give me a call or text at 845-365-3665 or send me an email at brett@hmpfilms.com and I will show you all the area has to offer. Once again, I'm Brett Bevilacqua with Carolina Property Sales. Next week, I head out to Seven Lakes for a sandwich and some golf.